It's another awesome Wednesday, guys. We're so excited about this one. This is a topic that's near and dear to my heart. I love the holidays. I love, celebrate. It's an excuse for real estate agents. And so I'm so excited to have Janie here to present really how to make the most of the holiday months, guys. And so this is one where I'm excited because we don't take the foot off the pedal in the months, right? This is one we're not going to sit back and relax. It is time to get stuff done. So, Janie, I am so excited for this. Go ahead and rock it with me, and let's talk about how to make the most of the holidays.
Awesome. And if you happen to see a different topic, we decided that this is just a much more timely topic, and I cannot believe we are already in mid-November, which is crazy to me. It feels like it was just summer. But I will say here in Florida, it is feeling like the holidays already. So we're getting into the holiday spirit. Jeremy and I just really wanted to share with you a lot of different exciting, fun ideas, because these next 2 months are a time when so many agents are stepping back. They're slowing down. You might be one of them mentally, but at the same time, it is the best time to step forward, to be present, to kind of build that pipeline of business. And it's such a cozy time. People are feeling friendly and warm, that you can really just make the most out of it. So we've brainstormed a bunch of ideas we're going to share with you. Not that we expect anybody to do all of them, but even if you pick 2 or 3 of these things and sprinkle them in over the next 6-8 weeks, it can really make it a positive impact for your business, not just in this year, but setting your tone for next year. So with that said, let's get into our top 10 suggestions of things you can do right now to help create an amazing 2026 in real estate sales. And I'm super excited to share with you. This is my favorite topic. I say it all the time, or my little motto. I said, real estate is not difficult. It's just doing the same thing, showing up, and not overcomplicating it, and remembering to have fun. So that's what our whole session here is about, remembering to have fun. So our objectives here are to give you lots of brainstorming and actionable items and inspiration. Maybe something will be like an aha, that sounds awesome. Show you what is totally possible and ignite the spark in you to get building an amazing 2026. Jeremy, I don't know about you, but I certainly don't think I'm the only person who's ready to put 2025 behind us.
You know what? It's been honestly, I talk to agents on a daily basis, guys, and some we've struggled, right? It's where a lot of agents are like, hey, this is rough. And so here's the deal, guys. What we want to share is small things to add to your business. Not saying you have to do them all, because please don't, because we never can do them all right. So literally pick up 1 or 2 things from this session and say, okay, I think I can make that happen next year. I think I can make that work. Or don't stop. Today's just November 12th, guys, right? We still have a whole month and a half left that we can grow our business for January, February, March, because what we do now is what's going to happen for our business in January, February, March. So, I'm so excited about this. And yes, I can't wait to put 2026 behind us and move on, or 2025 and move on, and move to 2026 and exciting things happening. So I love it.
Let's close 2025 out in a very positive and exciting way. So that's our goal here with you. So idea number 1 is to run some targeted Facebook or Meta ads, because you can run them to Instagram, of course, as well, to areas that you are seeking to grow. This is a very affordable way to get your name, your face, your brand out there. You can offer CMAs and home valuations. Right now is when people are already starting to think, if they're thinking about selling, they're thinking about doing it next spring a lot of times, but they might be already putting it in their head. So offer to do that right now as kind of a getting your foot in the door early kind of thing.
In this session, I'm talking about CMAs, Jane. I love it because I teach agents every March and every August or September-ish. You should send out CMAs. It should go out regularly every year. But holidays are an excuse. All right. Holidays are an excuse for us to reach out. So we could be wishing them a Merry Christmas or a Happy Holidays or a Happy Thanksgiving, but also give them a value piece. Yep. This is your value piece, is the CMAs.
Absolutely. And like I said, so many agents are stepping back. It's just our natural inclination to be like, I need to take a break, especially after 2025. But if you're doing open houses, if your office has amazing listings, run ads around those things. Ask listing agents, hey, can I do a video walkthrough and run some ads around it to try to get some buyers for you? If you're an area like I'm in historic St. Augustine, Florida, we are a top 10 city for holiday lights in the whole world. So we are like, we go big or go home with holiday lights. But if you have a town or an area that has amazing holiday lights, or a house or a special event, that's a great place to be running some ads saying, where can you get out there for inexpensive or free to enjoy the holidays, the holiday spirit with your family. So really be using this as that time to kind of build that warm, fuzzy feeling with the people out there. You can do retargeting ads if you're already kind of a seasoned meta ads person. Retargeting back to the people who have visited your site already is a great way. Again, with these same things, with the offer for the CMA, with the holiday lights, things like that. You can even run ads saying you are seeking buyers if you have listings. You can make some fun kind of in search of type seeking buyers around your listings, or just types of people you want to work with. But really, again, taking this opportunity to step forward instead of step back, because just like Jeremy said, a lot of people are going to list their home early next year, but they're already thinking about it. And now is when you can really start to get your brand awareness built and established and solid when so many people are stepping back.
Going back one on that one, Janie, you talking about the holiday lights one. I do believe this on every agent's websites right now, like today. Go ChatGPT and ask, hey, what are the top 10 holiday lights displays in my city? It's going to give you that list. Copy that list, put it on a page on your website, and then drive traffic. So the goal here, guys, is to drive traffic back to your site consistently, because we want them to remember, oh, you're a real estate agent. Oh, you're also giving me this helpful tips, right? So you're not just an agent, you're also a resource to them. So it's a great opportunity. So by the way, who in here, drop in the chat, or if you're all watching on Instagram or you're watching on YouTube, drop in and let us know, are you guys doing CMAs consistently? Like, this is a great excuse. But holiday lights, and I know agents that do this, they do holiday light contests. So like they'll go around their neighborhoods and they'll take pictures of holiday lights and literally say, hey, who do you think is going to win this? And have some fun with it. And people will start seeing your name everywhere. That's the goal, right? You're becoming the mayor of your area before they even know you're wanting to be the mayor, right? I'm not physically saying you're the mayor. I'm saying you're people that going to know you, like you, and trust you really quickly. So yeah, I love it. Keep going, Janie.
I actually have a 20-foot Christmas tree.
Oh, wow.
And that's always been like the center of my community involvement, is getting the community together to put that tree together out front, because everybody loves it. And it's great video content. It's great photo content, but just whatever you do, get out there and, like you said, be the conduit and be the resource for what's going on in your area. So idea number 2, and this is not just for the holidays, but it is something you should take, excuse me, guys, year long, is to create an impenetrable mindset. Jeremy, I'm going to get myself water.
Oh, yeah, go for it. Yeah,
sure. Fast.
So literally, guys, here's the differences I too is you want to do this consistently, not just for every holiday event, right? Daily visualization exercises, like know what you want to get accomplished, know the market, focus on the confidence here, learn what is luxury in your area, and then really start making those statements loud and proud on social media, right? So you should have this vision and this goal to be 100% crystal clear on what you want to accomplish. So let's look at next year, right? Go ahead and start setting some goals right now. What is your goals for January, February, and March, right? What's especially in the luxury side of things, what price point do you want to start focusing early on? Because if we don't know what that is now, and honestly, let's say, for example, right now that you're an agent, you're focused on a neighborhood of $350,000 to $600,000, but your luxury starts at $800,000 or $1.2 million, right? What are you doing now to break into that? You have to start somewhere, right? We can't just keep saying, oh yeah, that's what I want to get. That's what I want to get. That's great. You can want all day long, but you can't want and things happen. You have to take action. So I know, Janie, go ahead. You're talking about this. What do they want to make happen for next year?
I think it's super, super important. You have to create a crystal clear vision of what you want and your goal and how to get there, and repeat it back to yourself every single day. Have that vision. When I moved to this market 10 years ago, brand new, didn't know a soul, I literally spent 10, 15 minutes every single morning imagining me being like the #1 agent or a top 10 agent in my market, so crystal clear that my whole entire body, my whole entire everything believed it to be true. And I think that is so, so important. I said here, simply believing you will reach the level of success you desire to the point that your mind accepts it as truth will bring it into existence. And that is 100% true. But a lot of us don't take the time to create that mindset, to create that I have achieved this level of success. Not I will or I want to, but I have. And all these things will start falling into place. Super, super, super powerful. And maybe this is just a little gift we wanted to share with you, is to make sure that you work on your mindset as well. So idea number 3, you've got to become the market expert with market reports. This is, I don't say a lot of things are a must do, but I truly believe that making amazing market reports is the fastest path to being seen as the expert. Plus, it gives you all the knowledge. So you can hold market report events. If you haven't done them all year, that's fine. You can do an end of the year market wrap up, and say, what have we seen in our market in 2025? What are we projecting into 2026? Share that with the press and media in your area. Invite them. If you're going to do it in person, invite the press and media. If you're going to just create a blog or a video or something, send that out to the press and media, because you're wanting to present yourself as the knowledgeable and skilled expert in the market, not just the soft things about real estate, but the real meaty things about real estate too, which comes with market reports. You can do a teaser video and ask people to subscribe to get your market reports. Now you can start sending them out on a monthly basis. You can send out a 2025 year interview when we get into the first week or 2 of January. Share them on Facebook. You can do lives around them. Send direct mail out to your farm area. There's so much you can do with market reports. And if you're not leaning into them, now is the time to really consider doing that.
And I was saying one thing in this topic, guys, talking about the market report side of things is, I talk to agents all the time. Let's say, for example, they take the effort to go out there and record a market report, right? They pull their phone out, they do their quick recording. By the way, you guys know you can go to ChatGPT now, search in there, write me a market report for the past month in my city, and it will give you all the numbers for you automatically. And then you just say, the next prompt is, hey, now give me a teleprompter prompt script for this market report, and it will help you. It gets you the writing and everything. But once you create that, guys, once you have that down and you do it one time, don't just stop at posting it on Facebook or Instagram. Okay. Take it, email it out. Like, I've got agents that I met with 2 weeks ago. They said, Jeremy, I do the market reports all the time. I said, great. Did you email it? They're like, no. I'm like, what? I mean, so we got to use these multiple ways of doing this, right? Post it on LinkedIn. Get it out there. Send it to your local news. Guys, I got agents to do this a lot, and they love it. Some of them agents gets published in their local real estate news, because every month they do a market report. They send the market report to the publishers. Like let's say there's a local newspaper here with like an online deal. You can send it to them, and sometimes they will feature you. What's the harm in sending it, right? I mean, I think that we just got to realize we have got to get a better ROI out of the time we spend. Because look, if Janie and I sit down and we spend, let's say, an hour recording a video, I have a number in mind of what I think that video is worth in terms of my time. So how do we get the maximum amount of it, right? We want to make sure we send it out to everywhere we possibly can. Get it out there in multiple distributions. A blog on your website, an email that goes out to your database, your sphere, an email that goes out to local publications. That's where we're going to get the maximum amount of exposure. Is let's not waste time. Let's use it and get a better ROI. Love that. You guys can do it. By the way, if you wake up tomorrow and you think, what do I need to do? Create a market report. Just record one. And by the way, don't watch it. I got agents that record videos all the time, and they don't even use them. They're like, oh, that looked bad. Oh, I don't like that. Guys, it's not about looking good or feeling good or you liked it or not, right? It's about getting it out there. Doing something is better than you're taking the time to create and not doing anything. So you got this. Make it happen. Send the videos out. Tag us. We want to see them. Get it going.
If you want to go a little deeper, if you go to Etsy, ETSY,
oh, good.
Etsy has a ton. Type in luxury real estate market report template. Etsy has hundreds of the most beautiful Instagram templates, blog templates, printable templates about market reports. buy one, they're like $4 or $5, something like that, and then you can use it going forward. Market reports are the number one thing, and we're telling
And
you
guys, you
this
don't
now.
have to record a video. Like, I'm a video guy,
Right.
so I'm gonna record videos. But there's you can go to Etsy, like $3 to $4. Search that luxury real estate market report templates,
Yep.
and literally it does slideshows for you. You just got to pop the numbers in.
And they're beautiful.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Go get them, check it out, guys.
Sorry, I jumped off. My dog had gotten into stuff we was caring about. Anyway, so idea number 4, hold a holiday open house. If you don't have a listing, ask agents in your office if you can have an open house at their listing. You can pull together several open houses from different brokerages and pull together and have like a community open house. There is so much you can do with this. You can make a big deal about it. You can run those Facebook and Instagram ads towards it. Have massive balloons and signs. Run ads. You can do knock on doors and invite people. Have postcards. You can send it out. Have the scent of the holidays at the open house, have cookies, whatever, like just make this big deal about it. There's so much you can do. And like I said, now is the time that people are slowing down and they want to be a little social. So have that great feeling that people are having. You can already sense it out there and pull it together into your real estate business. Just go crazy with this whole holiday open house thing. Next idea, be social, be where the wealthy people are if you're looking to raise your average price point. And that could be in person, but that's also online. So connect with people on LinkedIn, with wealth managers, attorneys, bankers, things like that in LinkedIn for your physical area. Search for hashtags for locations where you can connect with people and start to build and incubate relationships. Connect with influencers in your area. Just about every area now has lifestyle influencers, all kinds of influencers, who start to build a relationship with them. Like I said, right now during the holidays is the time that people really start to feel a little more warm and cozy. They're slowing down. So now is the time to start building those relationships and bettering or fostering those relationships. Create videos of where the luxury areas are, like we talked about earlier, because there's certain neighborhoods I found. There's always like a certain neighborhood or a certain street that really goes crazy for the holidays. So you can start to highlight them and do a whole market report even around that area. Say, hey, if you're a holiday loving person, this is an area you might want to consider, and here's the market stats to that, so you can tie it back into real estate. Connect with other luxury business people. Use Instagram, and just Instagram, TikTok, whatever your thing is, social media, YouTube shorts, whatever your thing is, just really lean into it.
Now, going back to that one on the luxury side of things, just a second, Janie, talking about, guys, borrowing people's influence, right? I could speak on this for a long time. And so there are people in your market that they create videos or they go live or whatever almost on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. And they've built this audience up. So what is the harm in you? And I do this by a lot. So reach out to them via DM and you say something really simple. Hey, I'm a local luxury real estate agent. I've got an open house coming up, or I've got this listing coming up. I would love to do a video with you sometime. Are you interested? Honestly, it takes that simple. And I've seen agents, like I saw an agent down, I believe it's the Miami area, that had a local influencer come in, do an open house video with them. And basically she was talking about the beauty of this home in this area. And it was awesome. And I think it got almost triple or almost quadruple the amount of views that she would have got just on her own because she added somebody else in. You're borrowing influence. It is okay to borrow influence.
100%.
And we do it all the time. So that's a great opportunity, guys. Don't wait on that. Just go after it. Like, send out 4 or 5 today. Find people on your local market that are influencers. Send a message out. Hey, would you be interested in, early next year doing some stuff together? What are they going to say? No? Come on. We've all been told no so many times. That's okay. You're going to get that yes, though. It's going to be the game changer to your business.
On that topic and on open houses, if you have a really special, unique, or different listing and it's getting a little stale, which we see that happening right now, reach out to these folks. I actually did that a month ago in one of my really nice listings. I reached out to the people who do a lot of video because they're always looking for places to make new videos from. And I had a very small, private, invite only kind of broker open house, but it was really for the real estate influencers to come in and make videos around my listing and get it out to all of their followers. So there's lots of ways you can work together, expand your connection with other agents if that's what you want to do, help your listings get exposure, or offer to do that for an agent in your market or in your brokerage if they have a really nice listing and you see that it's been taking a little long to sell. Say, hey, I'm happy to host an influencer only VIP invite broker open house to get exposure for your listing. Are you interested? There's just so much you can do.
Hey, Jen, let's take a sidebar just 1 second. I saw a couple questions come in. I want to make sure these are addressed pretty quickly. It says, do you need a luxury listing to get into luxury?
No.
And the answer is no, right? I mean, Jen, you can talk more about it, but I think that's a good question that I want to make sure we answer, because probably a lot of people out there saying, hey, I want to break into that part. Like I saw a person just mentioned, says, I'm a newer agent. I want to get into that space. I'm like, that's awesome. How do we do it, right? We don't need a luxury listing to get into it. Now, it does help for sure, but you don't have to have that.
And normally the luxury listing comes later, not comes first, right? The luxury listing comes from what you do first to position yourself as a luxury agent. And that's all the things we've been talking about. Putting out, instead of doing a market report, you can be doing the luxury market report. Right. Instead of doing open houses for regular price properties in your brokerage, find listing agents of higher price listings in your brokerage and ask, hey, can I do an open house for you? Or can I help you do a broker's open house and invite those influencers in? There's so much you can do before you have that luxury listing, because you're not going to get it as a brand new agent if you haven't positioned yourself already as the go-to luxury agent, right? So start to build that brand, and then you will get the listing. But there's lots and lots of stuff you can do.
I mean, honestly, guys, you guys have access. Like, I could go to your market. Let me just be honest with you. I could go into your market probably tomorrow, and I could find listings that are on the market that are not mine that I could probably do content on. So, we have the power in our hands to be able to create content on any properties, not just our own. And so reach out to these other agents to say, hey, do you mind if I promote your property? Right? I mean, obviously don't break the rules and make sure you stay in guidelines and all that good stuff, but you can do it. We just have to step out of the box and make it happen. And make it I mean, honestly, I think it's all about, are you willing to say you are a luxury agent and then push in on that?
Yeah, it's just positioning yourself and building the knowledge within yourself, right? By studying the market, putting the market information out there. Every time I have a really nice and special listing, I get a ton of agents reaching out to me from all different brokerages, wanting to create content, wanting to do videos for my listings. People are open to that. Not all agents, but people are open to that, especially if in your own brokerage, which leads me to the next point, which was cold and warm call around listings in your, if your brokerage has listings, you can warm call, you can cold call, you can circle call around those listings. Hey, we have a listing down the street. Would you like me to tell you about it? Hey, we have a listing down the street. Have you been thinking about selling? Because we always find that when one home sells on the street, normally another one comes on the market. Just put yourself out there. You can call and warm call, again, offering to do CMAs. You can offer to do a SWOT analysis, which is strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, where you can say, hey, were you thinking about listing in the spring? Maybe you'd like me to come analyze your property now so you can figure out what you need to do between now and spring if you're going to go on the market. You can cold call, warm call, circle call around your brokerage's sales. It's not saying you sold it. You can say we sold it. This is what our brokerage recently done around open houses. So if you're comfortable on the phone, having something to call about rather than just calling and saying, hey, were you thinking about selling? Can get you so much more of a good conversation going with prospects.
I like to do something I call it getting your foot in the door, right? And so how we do that, really simple, and I'll give you a good example, is I tell my coaching clients to do this all the time, and they love it because it gives them a reason to reach out. So go through your database, right? Go through your database and pull up anybody with an address. So just pick one. And then go on the real estate maps and look at what properties that your brokerage has that's available near them. I'm talking about near, a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles, whatever. And then you reach out to them via email, call, or text, and you say, hey, our brokerage has a listing at 123 Main Street, just a couple miles down the road from you. We're building out a kind of a marketing piece for it. We'd love to know what you love about living in that neighborhood. We'd love to know what you're asking questions to them right now. Are you saying, hey, are you really to buy or sell? No, but you're opening your foot in the door and getting them to say yeses and nos to you. We want them to answer you. And so like if I got a random text from an agent that said, hey, we're building out a marketing portfolio for 123 Main Street down the road from you to get it, to get it sold, I'd love to know your top 3 things you love to live in your neighborhood. Now you're answering questions, right? They're answering questions to you, getting you talking. And then at some point in time, the conversation can swing the right direction, right? But I'm all about getting answers, right? Getting people to reply to me. And so that's a great way to get that party started in terms of that. So hopefully you guys take that and run with that and try that out because it does work.
We also know that Jeremy's in Kentucky, so houses that are 1, 2, or 3 miles away are close. Whereas if you're downtown or you're in a very close area, it might be 1 or 2 streets over.
Oh, yeah, it could be next door, honestly, what you're talking about. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just about location. And so if you're in the rural areas, for sure, but if you're in the market, you have reasons to always reach out to people. Like I hear people all the time going through a database. I'm always like, hey, how many people did you reach out to? I want you to reach out to 5 people. And they're always like, yeah, but I'm not real sure what to say. We have reasons to reach out.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So next thing, expireds. This is the thing that I will die on the hill talking about. Expireds is your path. If they are the lowest hanging fruit, they've already raised their hand and showed an interest in selling. You can go after expireds even that are a few years old, assuming they're not relisted and active right now. Now is the time that you can start nurturing older expireds. Go in your MLS, search for expireds, say back to 2022, 2023 that didn't relist, and make a direct mail every 2 weeks, every 10 days postcard campaign to those folks. Now, December, January, February, and guess what? Those folks are probably going to be thinking about coming back on the market February, March, April, and they've received maybe 6 pieces from you, 7 pieces from you. So now is a great time. I'm doing this myself right now. I'm curating a list of the expireds over the last 2 years that I'm really, really interested in. And I'm getting ready to do a direct mail campaign to them.
Love that.
Stand out with your materials. I can't express this enough. Don't look like that cookie cutter template that you get. I love all these direct mail print. I know you have direct mail print yourself, Jeremy, but make really nice pieces. And your brokerage might have that. The luxury division at your brokerage might have that. Or again, you can go to Etsy and pull up, do luxury postcard and find some that align with your brand, the brand you're building, the brand your brokerage is, and make them look really, really nice so they stand out. They don't look just like marketing in the mailbox. With expireds.
Questions real quick, Janie, just quickly on this topic. It says, are there examples in our presentation platform? So I'm guessing if they're part of the membership that, they're if you go to Canva, guys, it's loaded down. Like they're all in there. Etsy is a great example for one if you want presentation templates in terms of that. I do say Cynthia says, and I'll put it up here, Canada, we cannot send letters to expired listings. Do you have an alternative for that, Janie?
So Canada is definitely tricky because you can't isolate individual expireds and send it to. I think if you found enough expireds in a certain area, you could probably send to that whole area. That's the only workaround. And yes, if you are at EXP and you're in the luxury division of EXP, we do have Canva postcard templates specific for expireds. If you're not at EXP or you're not in the luxury division at EXP, Etsy is your second thing. The whole point of that is just to make sure your materials look nice and they look elevated and they don't look like just bright, flashy, too much stuff on them kind of stuff, because that just, our minds filter that out as marketing.
And guys, there's companies out there that do one-off postcards. Like you guys know that, right? Like you can use companies. Like I use a company called Thinks.io. I'm not an affiliate. I just give it a shout out every now and then because I believe in it. And it's easy to do one-off postcards for really, really cheap. And so like if for me, I set up like a campaign of over the next 6 months, they're going to get a postcard per month from me with different items on it, different content pieces. And then automatically, I mean, it only cost me probably $15 a client, but something like $15-20 a client. And then I just get those mailed out consistently till somebody answers me. And it is about not giving up, because most agents, they give up. And so if you're going to be the agent and not, I remember that, I don't know, Jane, if you remember that it used to be in a newspaper at some point in time. That's when I first saw it. But it was that graphic of that guy digging, and all of a sudden this big pot of gold, like right there, and they stop right before they get to it. Yep. And I feel like that is us a lot of times in terms of marketing, is we push out, and we just give up. And so don't give up, guys. Go after it.
Don't give up. For sale by owners, there's not as many right now, but look in your area and see if there's for some sale by owners. They don't want you to call and say you want to list their house, but they will talk to you because they know that they need relationships with agents. And I think like 85 or 87% of them will ultimately list with an agent. They're not going to list with the person who is hounding them to list their property from the beginning. They're going to list with the person who was treating them like an adult, treating them respectfully, and giving them value. And I've been very, very successful with that. So call the for sale by owners, ask if you can come see the house, ask if you can give them any assistance or information, of course, within what's legal with what you're allowed to do with your brokerage in your state. If you're allowed, you could make a website for them. I use something called Realberg where I can make a website very, affordable. Talking
about the website, just remember, Janie, I mean, the world we live in, guys, we live in this AI world now. And if you ever look at vibe coding, I have built over 40 websites for agents in less than 2.5 weeks. And literally it is so quick. And once you build that, I could do a whole class on it. I've done it a few times. Is we live in a world, guys, where if you want it, there's resources out there for it. And so, and that, I'm talking about very, very affordable resources in terms of putting something up like that. Because before I had to go to Fiverr and hire somebody to do that for me. And there's reason. Now, look, I still go to Fiverr. I still hire people to do stuff for me. But AI has made it a lot easier. And so,
super easy. Yeah.
I mean, so literally don't make that like, oh, I don't know how to do it. That's not really an excuse anymore, because you have YouTube, which YouTube fixes everything for me. Like if my washer breaks, I go to YouTube, right? And so if we want to do it, there's ways to make it happen. So, create the websites. And by the way, that's impressive to clients, especially luxury clients.
It is. Give them safety tips. A lot of times they don't think about the safety tips if they're having strangers in their house. Give them tips that they might want to think about. Just be a resource, be present, say, I'm always here if you need me. And I can't tell you how many times that's turned around and resulted in me getting the listing. Like, it's just, and it's easy. It's easy. Stay in touch. Again, just like Jeremy said, be that little miner, but don't give up. Just keep chipping away. Everything in real estate, that's the whole name of the game. So idea number 9, right now, middle of November is the time, if you haven't started already, to be planning your holiday card list. Go through, make your list. By next week or so, you should be ordering your holiday cards, so you have your holiday cards in time, so that right after Thanksgiving, you can send your holiday cards out. I personally like to use Minted, Minted, and upload the mailing list, because then they'll pre-address the cards, but in a really nice font, very pretty. And then I get the cards, I sign them, I write my personal notes and everything. This is an example of our team's cards last year were in Florida, so we kind of wanted to make a play on Florida. But now's the time. If you don't want to do holiday cards, then do New Year's cards, but do something, get in their mailbox and make it nice, make it feel good, make it feel special. Again, Etsy has a ton of beautiful cards, your brokerage, EXP Luxury, wherever you are, there's no excuse anymore not to have beautiful cards that don't look like 1985, corporate cards. Like, your cards should be the kind where people stop and look like, wow, this is really nice. Idea number 10, I shouldn't have to say it, but I say this to everybody, like, know your market, study it, understand what's happening with days on market, cumulative days on market, if your MLS uses that, list to sales price ratios. Are they going up? Are they going down? What are the outliers? Meaning, what are the really low or really high properties that have sold, and why. Like, find out why they are. What changes if you've got architecturally significant homes? What's the kind of special variations? Like in my market, we do a lot of waterfront, both riverfront and oceanfront. When you have waterfront, the price can vary greatly by the number of feet you have on the ocean or the number of feet you have on the river, as opposed to just straight square footage. If you are on a golf course, which if you're on a hole, especially if you're at like the 18th hole, that might impact the value of the home. If you're on a ski slope, and you have direct walk out to ski, if you have condos, certain lines with certain views have variations. Understand that, know that. If you are slowing down with your real estate, don't slow down with your knowledge building. If you have time and you're, drinking your cozy hot chocolate or something like that, spend that time to educate yourself on the market. Bonus number 1, create a why list now campaign. And I would be getting this out right now to your prospective sellers, why they might want to list now and not wait till spring, because they're all thinking they want to wait till spring. There are fewer homes on the market right now, so they have fewer homes that they're competing against, which is always good. The fewer homes there are, the better it is for you as a seller. The buyers who are in the market right now are serious buyers, which is really good. They're real buyers. They're not tire kickers. There's always going to be more listings coming out in the spring. You want to get ahead of that. And then you should be able to pull supporting data from that. It also just feels better when people are going in and the homes are decorated for the holidays and they smell like the holidays. And there's just
people excited buying a home. I love it.
Yeah, there's just a vibe around the holidays time. Get this, make a whole sequence of postcards and send it out for the next 4 weeks or 3 weeks.
And guys, if you don't want to spend the money on the postcard, I get that. Look, I get times are tight sometimes, and I've been there, done that. And so there's other alternatives to that, right? Like literally, I spend like $50 to $100 a month just on retargeting my own database to show ads. Like that is dirt cheap in terms of mass exposure for things. You can also do email blasts and do text message marketing and do calls.
And social media,
right? Your social media is a free resource. Go after it. Don't make no excuses, right? We've got the opportunity. We just got to make it happen.
No excuses. This is my favorite one of the whole thing. Okay, so bonus number 2, make a massive push right now. Make a massive push for the next 6 to 8 weeks. Tell yourself that you are going to sow the seeds and fertilize the seeds right now to position yourself for an amazing 2026. Many agents are going to wait right now. I'm telling you, they're slowing down already. It's mid-November. They're checking out. And I want you guys to lean forward. And again, like Jeremy said, if you don't want to spend any money on anything, that's fine. Do the videos, do the social media, do the calling, do the outreach, do the open houses. There's so much you can do and, not spend a penny, but get yourself out there.
I mean, right now, guys, you should have like scheduled time on your calendar for next Monday. I'm going to give you a little time here. That's only a couple of days, but that's enough time. And so schedule time on Monday, set an hour apart. And I want you to pull your $1,000 camera you have up in your phone. Okay. That's your $1,000. You have it. Maybe more than that now. It's like $1,200 probably more now, but you put it in front of you and then you hit record. And here's what you do. This is for the holidays. All right. You're doing a Thanksgiving message to your database. I'm talking about very personal, make it feel good video to your database. You're going to email that out. Go and schedule it. You can set it up now, record it and send it out. Schedule it for now. Next, I want you to do one for Christmas or happy holidays, however you want to say it. And then last, I want you to do New Year's. That is 3 videos that will make a major impact in your reach right now. If you want to, feel free to post them on social media. Like it is up to you who you want to reach with it. Like me, I love the personal connections with people. And so like I do this out to my database every year. Hey, this is Jeremy Collins. I just want to reach out to you, say, man, I can't wait for you to celebrate Christmas with your family this year. And you really talk through it. And I'm not talking record a book here, okay? I'm talking 15, 20, 30 seconds max, and then you're off. And then get it out to your people. It's good stuff, guys, and it'll make a huge difference in your business. I guarantee it.
Yeah, we're almost to Thanksgiving. It's hard to believe.
Oh, my gosh.
And I'm going to leave you with this, and then we'll open it up for questions.
Yeah, there's a couple questions I want to
questions. Swarm. Like, imagine yourself like bees. Like we want you to basically be where the public is looking around like, oh my gosh, you're everywhere. Oh my gosh, you're everywhere. That can be, like Jeremy was saying, with retargeted ads, which is very, very affordable. That can be in your email newsletter. That can be with social media. That can be on the call. That can be a nice, cozy text. That can be open houses. But now is the time. Like, just imagine you're running a race and everybody is slowing down. They're slowing down. They're sitting down. They're taking a break. They're, massaging their feet or something. And you keep going. You're going to win the race. You're going to win the race. So with that, we can open it up for questions.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a couple of questions that came up. I know you mentioned a postcard company that you use. What was it called?
That you use, or that
I know I use thanks.io. And by the way, if you can't understand what I'm saying, I'm an Easter Hooky guy, and I speak fast. So it's THANKS.io. That's the company I've used for one-off postcards. But you mentioned another one I think you used, didn't you?
I use ExpressDocs for my postcards. I use ExpressDocs for my postcards. I'm also a big fan of Real Marketing for market report type marketing or market report type mail. And then other things like thanks.io, there's send out cards, there's mailbox power, there's different things like that you can do a sequence of one-offs.
I love this.
Oh, Minted for, yeah, I love Minted for
Minted. That's what I was thinking.
I use Minted for all my bulk cards that are really nice. And I normally try to send out really nice cards like at least 3 times a year. So the holiday time, normally Valentine's or St. Patrick's Day, and then something in the summer. The minted cards are just beautiful.
But that's also, there's other companies, guys, that for you, I mean, you should, everybody in here, let me just be honest, you should all have a list of your top 10 to top 20 people in your database, and they should get special treatment. 100%. Honestly, those people should get special stuff. I know with different companies, you could send out little gifts, like I call them Popeye gifts. So you're popping by with the gifts, right? But you could do it via mail, and it works dirt cheap, $5-10. You could throw stuff at it, and it really works. I saw, I think it was Aniva, if I was saying the name right. She says, "I'm glad you're back. I needed the energy." We all need the energy, right? I get it. We sometimes we look at each other like, "Oh, do we need it?" Yeah. Don't take the foot off. You guys can do this.
Don't take the foot off.
What else I saw?
Karina asked, "Can you show us how to do a market report?" I feel like, Jeremy, keep talking for a minute. I'm going to look. I think that we have how to do market reports. I think we've done.
Yeah, let's take a look for this, guys. I'm going to answer another question before we get back to that one. I know Archie just mentioned, is Wise Pelican good for cards? I've never used them before. I know I've heard other agents have. So I'll do some research for you, Archie, and see if I can figure it out. I mean, I've never used them personally. I saw one talking about retargeting. I could talk about this because this is kind of my forte. Yeah. And so you guys know that I can take your database. Like, we can export your database to a CSV file. And then we could take that database, and depending on what platform, I'm going to do Facebook, for example, you can upload a custom audience into Facebook. So let's say I want to run this ad of me just wishing everybody a Merry Christmas. Let's say I record a 10-second video of me saying, "Hey, I just want to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas," right? That's the video. Super easy. I can then say, I'm going to run this ad for X amount of dollars, and I'm going to show, this ad will show to everybody I've uploaded my list to. So let's say I upload my database of 2,000 people. Then what that means is, if Facebook can recognize these people, right, by email addresses, phone numbers, stuff like that, let's say it recognizes half the database. That means this ad is going to be shown to half the people, right, to those 50 people over and over and over. And so you can retarget that way. Another retargeting is, if someone visits my website, I can put a pixel on my website and say, anybody visits my website, in the next 10 minutes, I want them to see this ad. Right? There's lots of cool ways of doing it. It's a whole class, but I gave you a highlight there. I know. Do you want me to pull your screen up, Janie, or?
I'm looking to see. I'm pretty sure we did a training, and then I'll drop the link in here.
Cool. Love it. A couple other things I saw was, let's see, what's the name of the company? We talked about that already. I'm looking on Instagram now. Let me jump over to Instagram.
Yeah, I have. I'm going to drop this link in here.
Oh, cool. ExpressDocs features you in magazines now. That's a cool option. What was the response to targeting athletes on and off season? Okay, so that's a whole other cup of ball of wax, you said, but it's launching, I believe, soon.
Yeah, we have a training for those of you at EXP interested in the sports and entertainment division. We have a training, a 3-hour certification Thursday from 1 to 4. You can reach out to anybody at the luxury division to get the Zoom link for that.
Love it. Taylor Jobs on Instagram says, this is so helpful. Is this weekly? Can we make this weekly? If not, it is. It's monthly. It's monthly, but feel free to come back and hang out with us.
I dropped the link into everybody, Jeremy, about a past training we did where we covered market reports.
So guys, if you're all watching on Instagram, jump over to YouTube, and we put the link in our YouTube comments feed on there. So if you want that link to that, go and grab it. Love it. You're welcome, guys. Love it, love it, love it. All right. I don't see any other questions unless you did, Janie. I think we covered a lot of the basis on it. I hope this has been encouraging to you guys, right? Because we know, like, the holidays coming up, we just want to sit back and be like, yeah, I'll wait till January. But when January hits, we're going to be like, oh, we need some business. And that's the deal, right? We want to generate that business now, right? Let's start working on it now. Those relationships, those conversations now are the ones that's going to be translate to business in January, February, and March. So you guys got this. Go after it. Pick one thing Janie shared today. Like, this is your action item. Pick one thing that was on the slides, just one, and implement. Because a lot of times, I don't know about you guys, I hate going to workshops and then listening and writing all my notes, my pages of notes, and then I walk away and I don't do anything. I get so mad at myself. And so don't be mad at yourself like me, and just start taking one thing and say, I'm going to do it, right? So if you're watching right now, go ahead and put in the chat, what are you going to do in the next, let's give you 60 days. All right, I give you to late January-ish, right? What are you going to do now that's going to be different than what you did before, right? So you guys can do that. You guys can make that happen. Pick it in there and make it happen. These recordings, guys, are on YouTube. So you could jump over to YouTube and you should find it over there. I'll try to get the
Elevate in Luxury. Just type in when you go to YouTube, type in Elevate in Luxury and you'll find our channel.
Love it. If you guys have any, I tell you what, let's do this. If you guys need anything from us, or you can find us on social media, let me put in here. I think I created this. Janie, I do yours right, Janiec. Yeah, so guys, at any point in time, jump into Instagram, find us. I know I'm on Facebook, Janie's on Facebook, he's on Instagram, we're everywhere. If you have questions about any of the stuff we talk about in any of the workshops we do, feel free to ask us in the DMs. Like, hit us up. And, we are open books in terms of helping you grow your business. Like, that's what we want. And so feel free to hit us up. If you have questions, we'll love to answer those. All right. I think that should cover it, Janie. Anything you got before we
I would just say, those of you who said you're going to do something, please message us once you've done it.
I love it.
Like, Amanda's going to do a holiday open house. Char is going to hold a luxury open house at somebody else's listing. Cynthia's going to do some postcards. So please, please, please share with us when you've done it, so that we know, because part of it, that is also having accountability, and so that we can celebrate your wins with you.
I want to shout out real quick a couple people on Instagram, but they're putting stuff in. I want to make sure you get it, because I can't put you up on the screen sometimes. So Diane, postcards and videos. Yes, go after it. Repeat that. Go after it. This says, Jacqueline, more videos, focus on my CRM. Yes. What else we got on here? There's so much, guys.
Somebody wanted to know, I'm going to drop it in the chat, the link to the Zoom. So let me drop this right now. There's a link to the sports and entertainment training that's happening on Thursday that is open to anybody at any brokerage. It's all about sports and entertainment.
Love it, guys. All right, there is all the good stuff, guys. If you guys need anything, reach out to us, guys. It's an honor for us to be here. It's an honor for us to come in and speak to you guys. Thank you for taking the time to come in today and hang out with us. I think we'll be back. I think, James, you're back the second week of every month.
The second Wednesday of every month.
So we're here, and then obviously you need something, reach out, guys. You guys are amazing. Janie, thanks so much for the good stuff. Appreciate you. And then so you guys are awesome. Have a great rest of your week, guys, and go get ready for the holidays.
Thank you. Bye.